Hi everyone, today we're going to do a little vocabulary review for some math terms that we want you to be a little more familiar with for your math work this next week or two in school, and then actually forever after that. If you can know the terms that we're going to review today, you'll just have an easier time doing math and feel more confident when you come to a problem or when somebody uses these words, knowing what they mean. So the first thing we want to talk a little bit about is the word array. An array you will find when you're dealing with multiplication. So it's a multiplication term when you multiply. And when you multiply, sometimes you'll see a problem where this will be the symbol for multiplication. Sometimes it will be a little star like this. And sometimes it will just be a dot. Any of those can mean multiplication. And we'll talk about that a lot this year. But you're going to see it in problems all through your life. And any of these symbols mean multiplication. So when you are drawing an array is just a rectangular representation of the number model that you are using. And when you're drawing an array, you are going to be drawing rows and columns. And the rows go left to right like this, and the columns go like this. And I think of columns outside your house often are holding something up, like a porch or a deck, and they would go up and down, and that's how I remember that the columns go up and down and the rows go left to right like that. And when you see an array, you might see something like this. Here's an array for the number 8, and you can see that two more here. There's 8, and you can see that you have 4 rows going this way and 2 columns going up and down. And all of the dots are filled in. You're not missing one here or missing one there. If you were missing a dot like that, it would not be an array because it has to form a rectangle. That's how you know it's a multiplication problem, because it's one side multiplied by another side. Okay? So this, we would write 4 rows times 2 columns equals 8. Okay, that's how you'd write that array. Now, you can write and draw an array many different ways often for one number. Sometimes there's only one array, but often to get this answer, or if we want to be really fancy, this product, because the answer for a multiplication problem is, the fancy word for answer is product. And to get 8 as a product, you can do that many different ways. You can write it as 1 times 8. You can write it as 8 times 1. You can write that problem as 4 times 2 or 2 times 4. And all of those arrays would look a little bit different. Sometimes your array will look like this. I don't know if I can write it all the way without running out of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes you would have it looking like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sometimes it will look like 4 by 2. And sometimes it will look a little different. It will look like 2 by 4. Okay, but all of these have the product. In the end, all of these have the product of 8 dots. Okay? Hopefully that helps a little bit, showing you about arrays, about rows and columns, and about products. And I'll write columns here so we don't forget that. The other thing I want to briefly review for you is addition. So this was all about multiplication. I also want to review a little bit with addition. When you have a problem like 5 plus 3 equals 8, or if you have the problem 6 plus 3 equals 9, the answer, the fancy word for the answer of an addition problem, when we add the two numbers, that is called the sum, and it is spelled a little bit differently than the word sum, like I want some more. That's S-O-M-E. This is spelled S-U-M, and this word sum is the mathematical term for answer when you're having an addition problem. The other thing you want to know and not forget is these two numbers in an addition problem are called the addend. And if you have a hard time remembering that because it sounds a little different, maybe addend, the word add is right in the word. So if you see a whole list of vocabulary words and you think, what does addend mean again? Remember that the word add is right in there, so you should remember it has to do with adding numbers together. So the 5 and the 3 here are addends, and the 6 and the 3 here, those are both addends, and the answers 8 and 9, those are both examples of sum. Hopefully this has been very helpful for you, and in a few minutes you're going to be doing a quick exit slip to review some of these things and make sure that you are confident with your math vocabulary. Good luck, and I hope this helped.